Hello everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for coming into my spiritual support team Facebook group. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. It's currently Monday and I have been doing my best to, in this group, get out some little motivational things to get you thinking about the start of your week. What is it that you'd like to start doing? For people that don't know, I also have a YouTube channel, and so what I'm going to be doing after this video is posting this underneath my YouTube channel, Horseman Readings, as well. So please take the time to subscribe to that if you'd like to support me further. All right, so today's topic is new moon in Aries. That's going to be on March 21st. Hello, 2023. And so there's been a lot of energy shifts happening. So if you would like a new moon card pull, I can pull you up one and we can see what's in store for you. I'm also going to be doing new moon readings that will be sent to your email. So those are unlisted YouTube videos based on your energy and what I can support you with in terms of like things that different tools, etc. Okay. So those are $11 for 6 minutes. That'll just be underneath my horsemanreadings.com. So if anyone's interested, you can book in there or just inbox me, okay? We'll get you one of those. That goes until the 21st of March. So I pulled up two cards here for us. And the first card that came up was the snake. All right, these are my animal medicine cards. And so the snake to me represents good and evil. And I actually just had a reading with someone who she was talking about getting rid of the word good and bad in her vocabulary and not making things so extreme, so black and white. And I think sometimes we categorize things in that way because it's just how we see things, right? Positive, negative. But of course we know there's so much in between. So this snake card to me with this new moon represents this importance of loving energy. All right. So with new moons, this is really a time where we are bringing in good, positive vibes. And so sometimes people will do shadow work around a new moon. However, and it might feel a little heavy. However, new moons are really a time of uplifting your spirits, raising your vibration, focusing on confidence, making changes that are healthy for you. So that's why I was writing that here in our group. You know, what are you changing? What are you bringing into your life? So although the new moon isn't for another week or so, it's really nice to get information about this ahead of time, which is why I started offering these little readings to people. So in general, for people that don't know, shadow work is typically what we do around a full moon. Again, it's up to you however you choose to do that. I just find, because our other card that popped up here is the full moon card, I just find for myself anyway, around a full moon is typically when I go to release things that I feel like are no longer serving me. And then that's probably why I'm already feeling now, based on what I said I wanted to release around the full moon, now I'm starting to come into that place of recognizing, ooh, okay, there were some things that I'm really letting go of, and therefore I'm starting to initiate and creating more space for my new moon. And so if you've done any full moon work with me, then chances are you're already noticing a difference in how you're feeling. And as we know, when we're doing any type of work on ourselves, it's not easy. So this is something that you want to feel happy and proud about, that you've done the work. So if you're just starting out here, my name is Robin, and I've already started to do a couple videos talking a little bit about me as well. My background is in lots of different things, lots of healing tools, healing arts, and I'm currently really focusing in on readings and healings online at the moment. And so hence why I'm doing this video. I'm offering some of those new moon readings. And it's my job, I feel, to pass over some information of energetically where we are as a collective, and of course help you guys with tools along the way. So that's why I'm here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the balance as well with the moon cycles, because if you're doing new moon work and you're not doing full moon work, then that can also create an imbalance as well. So it's really important to, I feel like, understand where the energy is of the moon and to pay attention to both of those moon cycles. And so if you hear me talking about new moon rituals, full moon rituals, that's something you can look at underneath my rituals and practices through YouTube, okay? But underneath my membership as well, I also have new moon and full moon rituals where I offer theta healing downloads, which essentially just means I'm helping you clear and release anything that you might have going on and shifting that energy over to positivity. So when we're dumping our cup, we're always filling it up with something good, whether that's a new moon or a full moon. And if you want to read more about theta healing, you can check out my blog, or of course you can ask me specific questions. If you're in my membership group, you can email me as well and let me know what you would like some theta healing around. If you're a beginner, you get access to the new moon ritual for 48 hours since you're just a beginner, but you still get to take advantage of that, which is fabulous. And then if you're a VIP, you get to watch all of the full moon and new moon rituals that are always up there, okay? So that's through my website, horsemanreadings.com. Okay, one important thing to acknowledge. I don't see anybody asking for any cards for them specifically. But I have a couple things for coming up, okay? So Aries energy, in general, I'm an Aries, so I might be feeling this new moon even more. I definitely am. Probably why I'm feeling so passionate about it. One of the things with Aries is passion is coming up automatically with this new moon, okay? Because they tend to be very optimistic. They really like to believe in what they're talking about, believe in what they're doing, that sort of thing. The other thing that's coming up with this this Aries new moon is that we're breaking out of our shell. So this is a really great time to initiate a change that's maybe not comfortable for you, right? Something you know that's been just, I've got to do this, right? And it's one of those things where it's the Mars return. So what that means is that's basically that negative voice or that fear that's going to keep popping up. So you know what you want to do, you want to take the risk, but then the fear is going to creep in, okay? So there's this little bit of push and pull with the new moon that you might be fighting with. So you might be feeling that a few days beforehand. So that would take us to, we'll say the 17th, the 18th, and then a little bit after that. So you might feel these big, beautiful pushes and urges. I have to do this. This is just like something I've been wanting to do forever, okay? So pay attention to that, what that is, because chances are that's a huge reflection of who you are, and it's super important to do. So we're being encouraged to remove limitations, which is what I was saying I do in my membership group. I do those theta healing downloads. Also, when we book in sessions together. This Mars return is also going to be very similar to when you have a child and they go through the terrible twos. So it's just a stage that they're going through. So that's just a reminder that if you're having this fighting thing going on with yourself, that's just like the inner dialogue, the inner criticism. So that's just fear speaking to you, and we have to override that, okay? And so Nancy's asking for a message. Okay, so Nancy, we'll go into the snake for you. I'm definitely feeling like the universe is showing you something around this new moon. And specifically what I'm getting is where we were talking about new moon energy being a time of like starting fresh, that sort of thing. These eggs are something that's really popping up to me. The eggs represent something that seed that you're planting. What is it that you're looking to start bringing in more of? I think you already have this energy, but you're bringing more of it in. So say you started focusing on manifesting abundance, something like that. It feels like if you've been noticing progress with that, keep going with it. It doesn't have to be something brand new that you're doing, okay? The other thing too is be mindful of control at this time. So that's where fear and the ego like to creep in together, okay? It's kind of like, okay, is this an intuitive thought, emotion that I have that I need to do, or is this just my ego telling me that I need to do this? So it's good to also take some time for yourself to identify with like that deeper inner work of where you really want to be going, which this full moon card here is telling us to, when we do that shadow work around the full moon, it's going to be a lot easier to know what we need to bring in on the new moon. So let me know if you do full moon work already and if you do new moon work as well. Underneath my horsemanreadings.com, I believe it's underneath my programs, you'll also be able to see a video on a little bit about those new moon and full moon rituals that I do. I also have a video underneath, I believe it's my rituals and practices talking about the moon cycles as well, okay? But protection might be something that comes up for you guys around this new moon as a general theme as well. Protection is a word that some people don't like to use because, again, that might be fear-based. But protection could be something as if, like, when you're feeling like you have fear, you might get into a negative state. So we might do little tools and techniques like hold crystals that are supportive. I have a lot more plants around me lately because I know I'm walking into this new cycle. I need more motivation. I need more inspiration. So those are things I'm entering into, okay? The other thing too, the last couple of things around this is recognizing that we've survived certain things in our life as well. So this is a really great time for reflection of seeing all the beautiful things you've already accomplished and you've gotten through. You've made it, right? You've made it through all these humps. And so it's a really beautiful time of reflection work. The weather is getting a little bit nicer here where I live anyway. And it's a really great time to just enjoy a little bit more of that quietness and also being in your sanctuary as well. You're welcome, Nancy. So being in your sanctuary is a sanctuary that we create for ourselves. You might have a space outside that you spend time in, but it's also create that for yourself, all right? That's going to be really important. So action is another component here. This is kind of like recognizing not just that we made it, but now it's time to really start thriving and enjoying our lives, okay? So joy is going to be a big part of this new moon. You know, celebrate yourself and educate yourself. Learning's definitely coming up with that Aries energy because they're so enthusiastic. They just want to learn about everything, okay? So great time to take a new class, learn a new topic, things like that. Probably why I'm educating you guys on some of the things that I have going on. I am going to be teaching my last Reiki 1 class sometime in May, so if that interests you, let me know. If anyone's ever taken Reiki before and they want to redo their class, it's going to be a lot less in order to repeat the class. I just want people to feel like they can get like the new version of what I'm teaching and any additional questions that they might have. I also have my Reiki training underneath my VIP membership group, so feel free to join in there as well. And the other thing I'm going to be doing after my last class is I'm going to create the option to do a quick little exam with me, so you can learn online through my library, and then you can do a 35-minute session with me, just so we can go over what it is that you learn, so I can make sure that you know everything that you need to know in order to be certified. That's something I want to offer you guys as well, because a lot of people do like to learn that way. And I don't want to feel like I'm not letting you guys learn the way that you feel like you need to. So you'll get that little additional coaching, probably do like a little practice on me just to make sure that you know what you're doing before I set you free. So lots of options. Any questions that you have, reach out. Again, thanks for everyone who's subscribing to my YouTube channel. And of course, I'm on TikTok and Instagram as well. I have my Facebook business page. Bye for now.